Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Lipgloss and Aftershave Virtual Skincare Festival. It is Monday, March 30th at 2 p.m. We have been going strong for a day and a half, and everything's gone off amazingly. And we are so excited because during this session, we have a live facial demo. And you guys are responding really, really well to these. So I think you guys will really enjoy this one specifically. So Barry, let's get going.
Hi, you guys. Barry here in Philly. Jenny's down there in Margate, and we are welcoming Kaylin, who is the founder, CEO, and head boss lady in charge of Herbal Skin Solutions. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm so excited for my treatment today. I get to be the model and the presenter, so I'm stoked.
I'm just slightly
Social
bitter and
distancing
jealous.
at its finest.
Yeah, seriously, I'm taking full advantage of the situation. I hope you guys don't mind.
I am bitter and jealous. I was supposed to be getting this treatment in New York
It's going
on March
to happen.
9th.
It's going to happen.
Wasn't it awful to delete that from the calendar? It was like, okay, fine. We're not getting it.
So housekeeping notes, you guys, if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A section, not the chat section, because if they're in the Q&A section, we can delete them and don't get confused. So that helps us. Kaylin, you will take the floor and you will run, you'll just be doing your demo. People can put in Q&A and we'll get to that at the end so it doesn't interrupt your flow. We'll run through them. If people want to join us on Instagram, you can join us. Kaylin, what is your Instagram?
You can find us at Herbal Skin Solutions, or you can find me personally at Kaylin Jutras. And
Perfect. And then we're Lipgloss_aftershave. So tag both of us in your stories because Kaylin, they have been screenshotting and doing selfies with their laptops and showing their laptops, you know, sitting on the table while they're folding laundry. People are multitasking. So you'll love these pictures if they'll tag you. So make sure you tag Herbal Skin Solutions and Lipgloss_aftershave with the hashtag LAFest, and we'll share them. So everybody gets the community going. And again, you can ask questions, but please, we'll get to, about quarter of the hour, we'll go through questions to give Kaylin time to run through this, because I don't want her to have to keep stopping to answer them because it can interrupt the flow. Yeah. And I'd forget how many peels I'd put on, and then I'd probably put too many. So I'm going to help you the same way. So we're going to mute ourselves, turn our screens off, and so that we're not distracting. And you're the star of the show, Kaylin, so you're on. Go ahead.
Woo. Okay, guys. Hi. Thank you so much for the introduction. You know, I'm going to be starting this training a little bit differently than I normally do, and that's just because I feel like the earth needs some healing. We need some energetic cleansing. So I'd really like to dive into intention setting and the power of prayer with you guys before we get started. So this is going to allow us to clear the space so that we can energize our self-care treatments. And this is also going to give all of my CIT pen providers a few minutes to go get their pens out, get your nano cartridges, go grab your peels, and let's do this treatment together if you have all the equipment. Okay, so first, I would like to show you guys what I've been working on. You know, as estheticians, we get when we give. I truly do feel like we are all empaths by nature. And during this time, it's been a lot of emotions at play. I mean, we've all had to pivot and adapt very quickly, and I'm so proud of how well you all have taken charge. You've got your e-commerce stores up, you've got your virtual consultations, your skincare at-home facial kits put together, and I'm so proud of you guys. You know, I also feel the burden of what's happening and your spas being closed. Oh, if you guys hear that barking in the background, this is my makeshift spa since we're practicing social distancing. So you might hear my big guy barking in the background, so please ignore that. But like I was saying, I have been making these special little smudging bundles with our team. They're wrapped up rosemary, dehydrated fruits, and florals. This one is pink rose. And I'm going to start our session together by invoking some peace and prosperity into the air. So you can start by lighting your bundle. We felt like everybody could use some extra happy mail. So all of these smudging bundles are going to be included in orders, including drop shipped orders. So you light the bundle, and I wish you guys could smell through the virtual platform, but you'll just have to wait until you get yours. So we light this, and we take a deep breath, and again, we think about the things that we're grateful for gratitude. We're invoking peace and prosperity in our space, and I'm lighting this for all of you so that you all have the strength to continue, the strength to know when to rest. And I'm also burning this to clear the air so that I can offer up some more intentions and dedicate our practice here today. All right, guys. Now, before we get started with the product knowledge on peels, I really want to take a moment to offer a dedication to everyone here today. And you know, there's a lot of uncertainty in the air. I understand that, but I also just want to leave this simple reminder that what we speak about, we bring about, and our words and our thoughts are deeply ingrained, and they have incredible power. So I hope you don't mind. I wanted to start by reading a page out of our Glow from Within planner. And this is something that somebody, whoever the lucky winner is today, is going to win the hard copy. And this book is a yearly planner full of tools and exercises that have really helped me to get clear on who I am and where I want to go so I can make a clear path there. This is something that has really helped our team to energize our intentionality in everything we do. So I'm just going to read you a section out of this page. And you guys, I feel so compelled to share this that I want every single one of you listening to get a free copy. So you all will have access to a free digital download. So if any of you are making notes, write down the discount code GLOWGETTER. And that's spelled GLOWGETTER. There's no spaces. It's all one word and all in caps. And so this Glow Within planner, the whole point of it is facilitating exercises that will nourish your being, things that will help you connect to your body, mind, and soul, align yourself, and stay balanced. And that's something that I think we all really are calling for in this time. So let me just read a quick page before we get started, because it's proving the intention here, that neurons that fire together wire together. Neuroplasticity is the ability to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience. And so you could relate that to the facial experience and integrate this into the treatment room any way you see fit. So how does this translate to manifesting your dreams, achieving your goals, or putting more power behind the words and the thoughts we think and speak? Well, if you've ever repeatedly had a positive or negative thought that came to fruition, you've seen neuroplasticity in action, proving the statement that neurons that fire together wire together to be true. And some may chalk this alignment up to sheer coincidence between, that whole thought and circumstance. But what the findings of neuroplasticity are telling us is that every single thought we think increases the probability of having that thought again, which then paves the way for the observer effect of what we think we become. The brain molds and reorganizes these connections and its components to make our thoughts more deeply ingrained, which gives the words we speak incredible power in changing the outcome of situations based on the energy of the words, based on the energy that we feel when we speak these words. So when we read, when we write, or when we speak positive affirmations to ourselves on a regular basis, it allows us to energize those actions. So just a few very, very simple affirmations that I think about. It could be as simple as, I am enough. Right now, I know in the start of this whole worldly situation a couple weeks ago, I kind of felt like my screws were coming loose. You know, I felt uncertain, and I didn't know that I was doing enough. I was trying to help everybody and be everything to everyone, and I still wasn't feeling like I was enough. And then something clicked, and it realized, you know what, when you give your full undivided focus and you're in the present moment fully with what you're doing, you are enough. And sometimes being enough also means taking time to turn inward, to focus on your own self-care, to go back to the creative outlets that nourish your being. And, you know, like I've said a million times, we give when we get. As estheticians and empaths, we are filled whole. We are made complete. We feel so good when we give. And receiving can be the challenge. You know, for me personally, that's the challenge. So another affirmation that you could have here is, I am confident. I'm going to be confident being on this webinar with you guys for an hour and 15 minutes, taking off my makeup and being vulnerable, because when we share, we empower each other. We learn from one another, and there's so much light that can rise from the ashes here. There's so much good and positivity coming from a dark situation, and that's really powerful. So I would like to take a moment for all of you to set an intention here today. Dedicate this time, and I'm going to set a dedication for us as a group, and that is to be fully present wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Put your full undivided attention into it. Whatever you're doing will become that much more powerful. Our action and intention both energize each other. So when you take the intention of being fully here and present in the now, your actions are energized. And that goes for the Nano-Peel, that goes for being in the treatment room with your clients, that goes for when you're writing thank you love notes to your clients, that goes to thinking about how you're going to recreate or reinvent yourself for the time being. So that's it. How can we all learn and grow from this situation? How can we speak more positive thoughts? How can we change the outcome of a situation based on the collective positive energy? And with that, I'd say we're ready to get started with some nano peeling. All right, so you guys, I've been trying to decide which peel I'm going to do on myself, because 2 weeks ago I did the nano peel with the mandelic acid. I hope you can see this. That's on my YouTube channel, so if you'd like to take a peek at that, you'll see that nano peel. Now, we've got 2 separate nano peels that come in the pack, and they're really pretty incredible. For all of you that are doing the treatment today, I would love to see in the feedback in the chats which peel you're going to be using and why. And I would also really love to see what intentions or dedications you all have come up with. If there's any positive affirmations or tools that help you that you feel called to share, please leave it in the comments in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to turn off the chat box for now though, so I don't get distracted. Okay, so you guys can see I have some sunscreen on right now. I'm wearing mascara and the medium tinted moisturizer. So before I get started, I'm going to remove this from my skin. I'm going to start with an oil cleanse. And I'll talk through each product as I move forward with my treatment. You guys may see me looking off because I have mirrors to both sides, just because I can't see what I'm doing fully when I'm looking directly at the camera. Okay, so a couple ways that you guys can energize even the water that you use when you do your facial treatments, either yourself or in the treatment room. I put water in my crystal singing bowls and we'll play them to charge the frequency of the water. Now, this specific bowl is geared to the sacral chakra, which kind of governs our gut, our intuitive feelings. It helps to strengthen our body's ability, or more so our brain's ability, to be in tune with our intuition and with our gut. So that is my trick for the water that I'll use during the cleanse. But right now I'm going to start by cleansing my face with the neroli oil. So this is the back bar bottle. We have the retail size as well, but if you're a skincare professional, I mean, we all know the best value and the most savings is in back bar. And you guys, this selfie treatment is not as glam as it normally would be in the treatment room, but with social distancing, we want to keep everyone safe. We're very, very, very blessed and fortunate to be able to continue to serve you during this time, fulfilling orders. And that is because one of our team members, we call her Mama D. She's like our work mom. She actually lives in the apartments above our building, and she has basically quarantined herself to being downstairs in the commercial office for fulfillment, for getting her orders out, and upstairs. So she is basically social distancing herself to the office and home so she can continue to stay healthy and keep the orders rolling, because I've seen so many other professional companies send out emails that they have they've been forced to stop selling, which is really unfortunate, just because of the whole social distancing and trying to stop COVID-19, which I think is really important to do. We're just in a very unique position to continue to be able to fulfill orders and do drop shipping, which is so nice. And drop shipping is something that if you guys want to send orders directly to your clients, all you have to do is change the shipping address. Okay, so pre-cleanse done. So oil helps to loosen the dirt and debris. It helps to loosen up any sort of makeup and help you to get a deeper cleanse. Our Herbal B5 cleanser, it helps to fortify the skin with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It feels like a moisturizer going on. It is so nice and creamy. Safe for all skin types. And yes, you guys can see my gloves are way too big, but I'm not taking them off because, you know, nail salons are closed right now. And can anybody else just not paint their left hand or their right hand if they're left-handed? All right, so safe for all skin types. This cleanser is enriched with vitamins and minerals. Vitamin B5 it's what helps to hydrate our cells. It's also packed with vitamins and antioxidants from tea. So there's rooibos, there's white tea, there's green tea that helps to awaken and energize the energy within our cells. There's vitamin E, vitamin A. So much goodness packed into this cleanser. It literally feeds your skin. Okay, I hope you guys have a good view of what we're doing here. right, so who likes cocktails? Anybody? All right, so we are going to be doing some cocktailing today. Now, you can just do the peel as is. You would do the professional prep solution, take a glycolic applicator, which, because I'm doing this whole makeshift treatment from home, I don't have any glycolic applicators, but I'm going to be improvising. If you order our peels kit, you will get the applicators and the cups, everything you need to measure out the peels. But today you'll get an example of how you can kind of make it work any other way. But again, if you were just doing a quick peel as a standalone service, professional prep solution, either peel, neutralize, and then add your serums, add your sunscreens, and send your client on their way. I know you all want to supercharge results, and you know, I'm the model today, so we're gonna be working on the skin concerns that I want to correct. You guys, I'm being vulnerable and I'm not wearing any makeup here on screen. So let's talk about my issues, okay? Because I'm sure we share a lot of the same, or at least I'm sure some of your clients have the same concerns. So I am 29 years old. When I was in skincare aesthetic school about 8 years ago, I had cystic acne. And you guys, it was bad. It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. It was primarily in the jawline, like thick, cystic, painful acne. And when it's you feel like it's the worst thing ever. But I healed my skin, and it all started from within. It really started healing when I facilitated the lifestyle change to being mostly plant-based, drinking liposomal vitamin C, drinking more water, and less sugar and everything in my diet. And once I got rid of all that residual acne, I had pretty bad scarring left behind. You guys, you can zoom in and see that scarring is gone. You may be able to see some very faint marks from the pock marks or the piercings that I had when I was a super rebellious teenager. But I bet you won't see any scarring. And that's because CIT. Microneedling is my absolute passion. It's the one thing that changed my skin. And in the treatment room, it's the one service that helped me to boost my bottom line. At the time I was working 3 jobs and in the treatment full-time as well, and working those other jobs to support my passion. And microneedling was what got me to the next level. So I wasn't seeing my clients as often because their results were insane, off the chain. They were incredible, but they were the best referral source. And although I wasn't seeing my clients as often, they turned into walking billboards, and I had a ton of clients for microneedling lined up. And then I started having other estheticians come up to me like, hey, what did you do to my client? I want it for myself, and you need to teach me how to do it. So when I saw that microneedling and nano-infusion, how it helped me with financial freedom, how it helped me start my own treatment room and really get to the next level financially, I knew I had to share this. And that's why I'm sharing this all with you. And you guys, I'm just prepping the CIT pen. I cut the tip off of the protective sleeve just to keep it like new. Getting ready to make our cocktails. Okay. So, yep, CIT is what got me to the next level. And I addressed all of that acne scarring by working in the reticular layer of my skin, which is about 1 millimeter to 1.5 millimeters deep. Now, by using the CIT pen, it basically tricked my brain into thinking that I was injured by creating these tiny little microchannels in my skin. And my brain then released a plethora of collagen repair release cells, T helper cells, cytokines that increased my cell-to-cell communication. And that is what also led to the healing cascade. That's what built the turgidity and bounce in my skin, collagens type 1 and type 3. So after about 4 treatments, my skin was completely clear, and now I do one for maintenance about once every 6 months to a year. And nano infusion is something I do about every 2 weeks. So if you watched my last YouTube video or stories on my personal Instagram, you guys saw how I did nano infusion with mandelic acid. And I chose mandelic acid, the 25%, because it is incredible. I don't know if you guys can see it. Incredible for managing pigment and acne. Now, mandelic acid is derived from bitter almonds, so I highly suggest if anybody has a client or personally has a nut allergy to avoid mandelic acid, but it is my favorite of the acids. It's very gentle, it's safe for all skin types, and the best thing about these peels is the gentle nature of them, of both of them actually. Now, they start very superficially. The mandelic is a 25% at a 2.2 pH, and the Pro Glow Peel 55% is at a 2.5 pH. So they start very gently. And if you just want to help boost cellular turnover or prevent acne after dermaplaning, you could do your treatment and just do 1 pass with the mandelic acid. If you want to work on age management and pigment, go with the Pro Glow Peel. If a client has an excess of dead keratinized skin cells, go Pro Glow all the way. Now, the Pro Glow Peel does have glycolic in it, so you'll feel a bit more of the actives. Glycolic is typically a bit more tingly. And the Pro Glow is also packed with kojic, which is another amazing lightener that comes from mushrooms. Licorice root, another incredible brightener. Vitamin C, bearberry antioxidants, and lactic acid. So we get all of the lightening, brightening qualities, plus it helps to eat away that dead keratinized skin on the surface. So you guys, choosing products that have a special delivery system, of course, that's always important, but you know, anytime we are applying a topical product, we're only getting between 3 and 10% absorption, just to be real with you. It's what we're putting in our body and the methods that we use to drive that product into the skin that really help us to supercharge it. So that's why picking the right cocktail for you is going to be exceptionally important. Okay, so we talked about my acne scarring. Now we're going to move into the skin concerns that I have. Normally, I would sit here and be a little bit more self-critical than I should be, because let's face it, that's just the way we are sometimes. That is the nature of estheticians sometimes. But you know what? I'm so happy with the results that I've had in my last treatment, and with this extra downtime of being social distanced or self-quarantined, I've had a lot of extra time to work on my skin, and I'm feeling really, really good about it. But there's always room for improvement, and so I will show you guys this area here. I have some hyperpigmentation. Again, I have a really big dog that needs walks, and I live in Florida where the sun is super strong. So I feel like I can never get enough protection. I'm constantly bathing in zinc. I'm like the glowing white ghost that's walking around on Indian Rocks Beach. I have a giant sombrero basically that I wear around my neighborhood when I take him for walks. So I do feel like most of my hyperpigmentation is caused from UV damage, and that's the case with a lot of other people. I'm sure many of your clients or yourselves. But hyperpigmentation can also be caused by pregnancy, which I'm not, so let's cross that out. But it can also be caused by other hormones. And this may be TMI, but I just got my hormone panel back, and my estrogen is a little bit high. So that's probably why I'm seeing some hyperpigmentation. One thing that doctors typically don't tell you is that many prescriptions like antibiotics, antidepressants, diuretics like water pills, What else? Oh, something as simple as like NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, all of those can cause hyperpigmentation. Most medications do. And so doing this peel is really amazing. It's going to make my skin look light and bright and tight and just really radiant. But if I do not correct my skin on a cellular level, then this is just going to be a Band-Aid. It's just going to be a quick temporary fix, because truly to heal our skin, we have to start from within. And that starts by drinking vitamin C on the daily. You guys, if any of you follow my personal Instagram, you see me drinking celery juice and wheatgrass and mixing that with my liposomal vitamin C every morning. And again, that delivery system, making sure that that vitamin C is wrapped in a lipid bilayer, that's really important to make sure you're getting the full benefit of the vitamin C, so it doesn't just pass through your digestive system. So vitamin C, starting on a cellular level, I am working on my hormones. So once I get that under control, I'm pretty sure that my results will be long-lived. So before you guys get to, like, really even before you get started on a treatment plan to address hyperpigmentation, I would have some time with your client. You know, right now it can be a virtual consult or just a talk to see what they're doing. If they have anything going on with their endocrine system, anything out of balance with their hormones, if they're not sure, encourage them to have a hormone panel done. That can be extremely helpful. Yeah, so UV damage, that's a big one, making sure they're wearing sunscreen every single day. And again, all of those medications, just going through and seeing if any of those are factors in hyperpigmentation, because when you're able to heal your body on a cellular level, your results will actually last. And that's really amazing. The people that you make those changes for will be your diehards. They will be your walking billboards to the fullest degree. All right, so back to cocktailing. Okay, you guys, I am going to boost my treatment. I'm going to choose the mandelic acid because as much as I love the ingredients and the Pro Glow peel, I'm not really looking for age management right now. My main concerns are brightening and keeping acne at bay. So I'm going to pour 2 milliliters of the mandelic acid into my cup here. And I'm going to cocktail with my all-time favorite ingredient, besides mandelic acid, vitamin C. And this is not your regular vitamin C, you guys. So first off, vitamin C is like the holy grail ingredient internally and topically. Vitamin C increases type 1 and type 3 pro-collagen, which helps your retinoic acid levels. So it's going to be what's really managing the aging process. We want to slow down the aging process and keep our skin looking as youthful, bright, and healthy as possible. So vitamin C, and our vitamin C is cocktailed. This blend contains vitamin E. Now, vitamin C and vitamin E have such a beautiful, loving relationship. So basically, vitamin C helps to protect vitamin A in our skin, and vitamin E, the alpha tocopherol that we use, it reactivates once it sacrifices an electron to prevent against those free radicals. So just think about this. Vitamin E basically gives up part of its life. It gives up an electron to protect the C from free radical damage. Like, how beautiful is that? And once it gives up that electron to help strengthen the C, it reactivates. And that's kind of cyclical to what's going on here in life and kind of what we can do. You know, when we give, we get. So just sitting in stillness or meditating and thinking about how we can serve, how we can be of service, and how we can help our communities, how we can help our clients, all of that you know, it may seem like we're giving up a lot of energy at first, but that comes back tenfold. So when you spend time and energy working on ways that you can help your clients feel good, and just, you know, it could be as simple as getting up and going live on camera for your clients, reminding them to keep up with their skincare regimen. When we do this, yes, we're giving up some energy to begin with, but that comes back and that fills us up, that makes us feel complete. And that sense of fulfillment is really why I believe we do what we do anyways. So I hope you guys will find that encouraging. If going live makes you uncomfortable, it honestly makes me a little anxious. I know I'm like chatty Cathy today, because yes, it can feel awkward, it can feel weird, but just being vulnerable and showing up and being there for your clients is really the best thing you can do. You know, 80% of our results come from what we do on a daily basis. So showing up with your tips and tricks on how they can maintain results at home, that could be really huge. And that could be the pick-me-up that your clients need. So I hope that encourages some of you to go live as well. And if you do, please tag me in it so I can watch and share. Okay, you guys, so I just popped our surgical steel cartridge onto the CIT pen. We do have two different nano tips. There is a silicone tip that's a smaller chip, and there's the surgical steel. Now, both have the same premise of driving topical ingredients into the top layer of our skin. They both work to open up the pathways of our skin. They open up these channels and allow us to drive topical product into the top layer of the skin. And that's really helping increase our absorption of skin lightening agents like the mandelic acid. It's really helping us to get that better absorption, feed our skin the nutrients it needs. And we're correcting hyperpigmentation by addressing our keratinocyte function. So it's helping to normalize our cell-to-cell messengers that communicate with our melanocytes. So it's basically going to open up the channels of our skin, feed it with this brightening acid, and allow our skin cells to communicate better with one another. And I know one thing you may be thinking is why this cartridge and not the other? Well, neither of these work past the stratum corneum. So regardless of depth, say even if I have this turned up to 2.5 millimeters, I'm not working past the stratum corneum. This is not working past 1/4 of a millimeter deep, okay? So I'm choosing the surgical steel cartridge over the nano silicone because I can cover more area more quickly with the larger cartridge instead of the smaller tip. Not by much, but still helps. And I've been talking for about 40 minutes, so I need to get a move on with this treatment. Okay, you guys, I've got my skin cocktail here. Also, I pumped some of our EGF cellular activator into the blend. EGF is a polypeptide blend. That means it is a peptide powerhouse, okay? There are 4 different types of peptides here that help us to fortify our skin with the plant-backed peptides that help to give our skin more of that natural bounce. Peptides are used, well, these specifically come from barley, but these are used basically as a biomimicking modality. They basically trick our brains into thinking that we have more peptide production going on. So fortifying your skin with peptides is really helpful for calming acne lesions and also slowing down the aging process. All right, you guys, so this would probably look a bit more graceful if I used a fan brush. All right, so you can use a glycolic applicator. You could use a fan brush. I will start in each section. Now, you guys, like I said earlier, this is a very superficial and gentle peel. However, you can strengthen it by doing more passes and going over more passes with your CIT pen. So I've applied the acids that are blended with the vitamin C enhancement serum and the EGF, powering on my CIT pen. And I am feeling some tingling. I'm feeling the active ingredients, and that's totally normal. If you feel anything more than a tingling sensation, then it would be time to rinse with cool water and neutralize right away. So I'm going to start in the area I applied the peel. So it's very easy. You can work in a cross-hatch pattern. You can work in circular motions. However, you need to work to make sure you've covered the area evenly. So Nano-Infusion is what is allowing us to get 97% better product absorption. That's huge. So this allows the actives of the topicals to work fully to get the best benefit, to get the most brightening, lightening, and tightening out of it. Now, you guys, if I was in the treatment room working on a client, I would probably occlude the very delicate areas that you do not want to put the peel, like the gentle eye area or directly over the lips. When I'm ready to work the eyes and the lips, I'll switch cartridges and I will use a different little cup so there's no acid going on my eyes or my lips. Okay. So trace passes on that side. For those of you that are doing this treatment with me right now, I would love to know which acid you decided to use. I'll probably do the Pro-Glow peel on my neck and chest later on this week. My neck and chest have a bit more sun damage than my face. And that's just because I've had more time, I've dedicated more time to working on my face than I have my neck and chest. That area has been a little bit neglected. So again, you can do circular motions, that cross hatch up and down side to side. I'm doing 3 passes. You guys can strengthen it even more. By doing 3 passes, I will most likely see some physical peeling. And about a day or 2, and I will keep you guys updated on my personal Instagram if you want to follow along there. Like I said, not over the delicate areas, so I'm avoiding my lips, but I am going to work above and around my lip to lighten this area. And if you guys wanted to boost this treatment even more so, I'll let you in on a little secret product development, what we're working on. I have a retinol overnight sleeping mask that we're working on. I actually have samples here. So that is something I will probably sleep in tonight just to boost the strength of this peel.
Kaylin, while I just switched to the view, so it's on the grid view, but I do want to ask a few questions that hopefully won't be too distracting while you're finishing.
Go for it.
So a few people are asking, what's the ratio of the Mandelic and vitamin C serum?
So it's a 50/50 ratio here, and so about 2 milliliters of each. And if you were to use 2 milliliters of either peel, either the Mandelic and the Pro-Glow, the prep solution and the neutralizer, your average cost of treatment is only $1.73. So under $2. And that's if you were to use 2 milliliters of everything.
Someone's asking, can you repeat the part about ibuprofen and incense causing pigmentation?
Oh, yes. So I meant NSAIDs, not incense. Incense is a great energetic cleansing tool. But NSAIDs, like I believe it's not Tylenol, but like ibuprofen, Aleve, I'm not sure if Aleve is an NSAID, but I know ibuprofen is. So a lot of doctors don't tell clients that certain medications lead to hyperpigmentation. And, you know, as an esthetician, we go through a very thorough informed consent process. So anytime that I have a new client come in or before I'm doing a peel or microneedling, I go over that medical history questionnaire with my clients and I just run through to see what they're on and see if anything that they're taking, like prescription wise or as a natural supplement, could be leading to their hyperpigmentation. So there's most medications that are prescription grade, they can lead to hyperpigmentation. So hormone medications, antidepressants, NSAIDs like ibuprofen, water pills. I know that a lot of cardiovascular medications, which, you know, those are things that we can't tell our clients to stop taking because anything like cardiovascular or hormone replacement wise, that could be pretty necessary, but it's just something to bring up with them so that they can talk to their doctor possibly about natural alternatives. For example, if I was told to start taking diuretics or certain hormone pills, I would probably avoid anything that would give me hyperpigmentation and go the natural route. Does that answer your question?
If it doesn't, we will get another Q&A.
Right.
All right, as you keep going. So people, I think something that you can talk about while you're needling there, just the philosophy of Herbal Skin. Some people, this is the first time they're hearing of your company. So can you just address, you know, your philosophy, your background, and your beliefs?
Totally. Yes, I love those questions. So our philosophy is to heal the skin from within, to truly work with nature and work with what we have here on earth by using plants, botanicals, and it's really a reciprocal relationship that we have with plant life and with our skin. So we're provided with so many minerals, antioxidants, vitamins, all these really beautiful ingredients in nature. And our philosophy is to work with that instead of against it. So only utilizing ingredients that are certified non-GMO, paraben-free, sulfate-free, things that are certified organic. And I've really dedicated my life's work to that. So, you know, in this industry, it's very important to really get confirmation of everything from bulk suppliers because, you know, the beauty industry, I don't know how to say this, it can be ugly, which is why I go to every single one of our suppliers, every round of production that we have, I visit those labs. I make sure everything is as it says it is. And we've established really long-lasting, beautiful relationships with our labs that we work with the farmers, with the bulk ingredient suppliers to make sure that we're getting the highest potency, the highest amount of nutrient content and everything. And the way that products, ingredients are derived is really important to us also, because you can have a really beautiful ingredient and then you could totally zap all of the nutrients out of it if you do not derive the ingredients or extract them properly. So using cold pressing technologies is something that's really important to us. Let's see, my background is in aesthetics. I've loved this industry since as long as I can remember. Growing up, my neighbor Star was a hippie and I used to get to make skincare products with her. I was in school for business marketing. I was the marketing director for a law firm and I hated that industry, to be quite honest. I know hate's a strong word, but it was personal injury and it just felt slimy. But I loved marketing and I loved learning new ways of sharing passion. So I decided to pursue mine. I went to aesthetics. There's so much more to the story, but I know we're limited here on time. I went to school for aesthetics, and I shortly after started at an alternative medicine clinic where I learned so much about internal health and nutrition. I became a phlebotomist and an IV tech. So as an IV nutritionist, I would help administer vitamins and minerals. I got to learn more about them, about microscopy, which is live blood cell analysis, and how certain ingredients, diet and lifestyle interact with our body internally, with our aging on a cellular level. And then I kind of sought out to fill a need. Like I said earlier in the video, microneedling was a service that took my business to a whole new level. It gave me the financial freedom I needed to buy the products that I wanted, to help my local aesthetic community by bringing on team members. So I grew my treatment room, and microneedling really got me to that next level. So I knew that that's what I had to share. And then my partner and I, we traveled cross country in an RV to meet as many of our clients as we could in person and find out how we could really help, to see what they were struggling with and what we could do to help fill their needs. So we did. So we've got all of our marketing pieces put together. As a provider, as a CIT Pen provider, you get so much more than just microneedling. I'm asked the question, what's the difference between you and every other microneedling pen? And the answer is us. It's the team, it's the support team that you guys get. Microneedling is microneedling. You know, I do have preference to certain devices based on the way that they are engineered, but the act of the controlled injury is what it is. You know, the act of the controlled injury is amazing regardless, I'm sure, of which device you're using. It really comes back to the company and the people that you're working with. And our success is seeing you be successful. You know, with all the changes that have happened here in the past couple of weeks, we've been working our tails off to help you transition into e-commerce. I've been on the phone nonstop trying to help walk my clients through getting their online retail platforms set up. So it's like my esthetician sisters, my esty besties, they're my boss. You know, it's creating and finding ways that we can serve our community, because we love you guys and we know that we wouldn't be here without you. And I just feel really lucky that I get to turn your wishes into reality. So I will do my mac. Every new product that we onboard comes from a request. I never want to bring products to life that already exist. I don't want to create something unless it's filling a need or making something better. And that just goes back to, you know, being sustainable and making sure that we are helping the earth and we're helping the people here and not adding to any waste. Zero waste is something that I'm extremely passionate about. Our office is completely zero waste. We recycle absolutely everything. We use seed paper for most everything. Gosh, you guys, I feel like I'm just rambling on.
No, Kaylin, I have not wanted to stop you. I didn't want to keep switching back between speaker view and gallery view because you are a wealth of knowledge, and I swear you could be on here for 6 hours with us and people would still keep commenting how inspiring you are and how much they love your energy that they're feeling through the screen. And I can't tell you,
mother goddess, facial queen.
I swear.
Look at you both glow too, seriously. And I love these plants you've got in the background, Barry. Those vines are.
You haven't seen what I'm sitting around. I have all of my earth elements near me because in this time, I need this near me. I just need it.
Yes, you know what I feel like we need?
Yes.
Your intro, I wish we would have scheduled 2 hours with you, Kaylin. You have about 26 questions, which clearly we will not get to. It's 2:56. We were able to at least watch some of the infusions. So where should everyone send their questions?
Yep. So you guys can reach out to me directly on social media if you prefer to chat that way. If you'd rather give us a call, you can connect at 844-HSS-SKIN. You can send me an email at kaelin@herbalskinsolutions.com, and my name is spelled Kaelin. Other than that, I'll be on social for the rest of the day just to update you guys on my treatment. So if that works, we can send a message or video chat that way.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
definitely.
And Barry,
Your Instagram, your personal and your professional Instagram are awesome. I love watching them. So you guys connect with Kaelin. She's there for you. We have like 3 minutes left. Kaelin, so there's so many things that we love about you. Your neroli repair oil, your CBD infused cellulose sheet mask, I'm taking your daily glucosamine supplement. Because I'm a weightlifter, but we also need repair, and the glucosamine goes into repair everything. So I'm loving that.
It also helps with the migration of hyaluronic acid too.
I will learn something from you every single time you open your mouth. I swear, you are amazing.
Oh
Every product that you create, and you have a small collection, and I completely understand why now, because you put so much into every single thing that you represent, and I think it's amazing. I know, Barry, you were about to say the B5 cleanser that I'm obsessed with.
Love.
It's amazing. Like everything from this line though is amazing.
But it's so incredibly nourishing and healing. It just has if you look at the list of ingredients, they're all designed to go in and just like love the skin back. So thank you so much. I know that you have a special offer that you're doing for everyone. We are going to send you I haven't yet. I will send it to you, the list of all of the people who've registered. You can then email them your VIP offer. We're going to send out the VIP offer tomorrow. And then the replay for everyone watching, the replay will be on our app. A lot of the wholesale manufacturers have asked us to keep the contents of this more towards the professional side. So we're putting it on the education tab of our app.
Thank you. We don't want everybody's clients to know that our cost of treatment is under $2 because we're going to be charging like $150, right?
Exactly.
So estheticians, download the app, tap education, and then you'll see a link where you can start watching the replay. If you don't have the app, download it on App Store or Google Play, Lipgloss and Aftershave, it'll come up. And then keep the notifications link open because we'll send you notifications when we upload them. But for now, we must say goodbye because we're off to our 3 o'clock. Kaelin, thank you so much for the hour. It was amazing.
Guys, I can't wait to treat you the next time I see you.
I can't wait to. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.